Victoria Mérida Rojas was born on 4 July 1959, better known as Victoria Abril, is a Spanish film actress and singer based in France. She is possibly best known to international audiences for her performance in the film Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down by director Pedro Almodóvar. She has been nominated 8 times for Goya Awards in the lead actress category and has won once. These are my top 10 movies for Victoria Abril. At number 10. Nobody Will Speak of Us When We're Dead, 1995. Gloria Duke, Victoria Abril, an alcoholic prostitute, is in the middle of a business deal with gangsters when a fatal confrontation occurs. She flees Mexico City, returning to her native Madrid, where she's reunited with her husband and his mother. Her husband is still in a coma after a bullfight, and his mother, Doña Julia Pilar Bartum, tries to persuade Gloria to lead a more responsible life. Meanwhile, hitman Eduardo Federico Lupi is pursuing Gloria to retrieve information. At number 9. Between Your Legs, 1999. Javier, a Madrid screenwriter whose life is being ruined by unauthorized circulation of his sexual fantasies on tape, and a police detective's wife who snatches quick moments with strange men, meet one evening at a therapy group to combat sex addiction. At number 8. Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, 1989. Newly released from a mental institution, Ricky Antonio Banderas heads straight for a reunion with the love of his life, B-movie actress Marina Victoria Abril. The trouble is, Marina doesn't remember him or the fling they had during her years as a junkie and porn star. Determined to make Marina love him, Ricky barges into her apartment and ties her up. With a captive audience, Ricky is sure it's only a matter of time before his beloved returns his affections. At number 7. Max My Love, 1986. Charlotte Rampart is the bored wife of the bland English diplomat Anthony Higgins, stationed in Paris. Higgins is the stereotyped Brit upper crust with a stiff upper lip who suspects his wife of having an affair. The private detective he hires to follow her in the afternoon discovers his wife makes daily visits to an apartment. When he investigates, he catches his client's wife in bed with a chimpanzee named Max. Peter is told Max is a refugee from the circus, and for her, it was love at first sight. At number 6. Kika, 1993. When Nicholas Peter Coyote, a famous American author, brings in a cosmetologist named Kika Veronica Fork to prepare the corpse of his recently deceased son, Ramon Alex Casanovas, Kika inadvertently revives the young man, then falls in love with him. Forces conspire against a couple, though, as Nicholas wants Kika for himself. Kika also must contend with the fact that her maid is sheltering her convict brother in her apartment, while tabloid TV show Today's Worst covers her romance. At number 5. If They Tell You I Fell, 1989. If They Tell You I Fell is a 1989 Spanish film written and directed by Vicente Aranda, starring Jorge Sanz and Victoria Abril. The film is an adaptation of the novel of the same title by Catalan author Juan Mars, which was based on the killing of Carmen Brodo. Set mostly in the old quarter of 1940s Barcelona, the film centers in a young rag and bone merchant who falls in love with a prostitute. If They Tell You I Fell has an intricate narrative in which real and imagined stories blend in a crossword style. At number 4. Lovers, 1991. The naive Trini, Maribel Verdú, hopes to marry her lover, Paco, Jorge Sanz, who promises her he will find employment so they can wed. As Paco searches for work, he takes an inexpensive room. There he begins a passionate affair with his alluring new landlady, Luisa Victoria Abril, who has her own money problems. Paco becomes intensely devoted to Luisa, and she suggests that they solve their financial and romantic woes by killing and robbing Trini, which leads to a tragic turn of events. At number 3. Girl with the Golden Panties, 1980. Summer 1976. Luis is a writer with a Falangist political past who lives isolated in Calafell, a town on the Catalan coast, writing his memoirs, actually rewriting them, and adapting his biography to the new times, and thinking about his failed marriage. His sister-in-law is worried about him and decides to send his daughter Mariana to find out how she is doing. She arrives at the town and shakes the stable world of Luis with her free and uninhibited personality. Soon begins a game of seduction that ends up unmasking the intellectual game of Luis. At number 2. Comin' at Ya, 1981. A young couple's wedding ceremony is brutally interrupted when a pair of outlaw brothers arrive and massacre almost everyone in sight. They kidnap the beautiful young bride and leave her husband for dead. Luckily, he only sustains a flesh wound and quickly saddles up to track down the brothers before they sell his wife and a group of other women at an auction to a group of Mexican brothel owners. At number 1. Major K. Nunca, 2009. Martha, Diane Keaton, lives in a nursing home and, encouraged by her partner Cheryl, Jackie Weaver, decides to put together a cheerleading squad with her classmates. But what begins as a hobby ends up becoming something more serious when they decide to enter a competition. To do this, they hire a young cheerleader, Alicia Bowe, who will train them. They will show that it is never too late to give everything.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you again in the future videos. Take care.